Please, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Top of the morning to you, fellow insomniacs. I am Courtney Perry. This is the Ramblings of an Insomniac, episode 81. Howdy. Boy, what is keeping me up? Well, kind of the usual these days. Our country and its silly antics. We're up to no good again. Mr. Biden. Oh, Joey. Whatever are we going to do with you? I can't be mad at the guy. Like I said, I can't, because he has dementia. He has no clue, zero clue what he is saying, doing, where he's at. I mean, he genuinely does not know what he's saying. He does not know where he's at. When he visited Maui, when he finally got around to getting off his vacation and getting back from the Ukraine and giving to the Ukraine, when he finally decided that he would visit Maui, the man had to read off of, he had to read notes. He had to read notes because he doesn't know what he's saying. And it's sad that if you are speaking from the heart, if you mean what you say, I feel like you shouldn't write notes. I mean, maybe write little notes to remember topics to touch on. Maybe write little notes to write down statistics or facts. You know, maybe write down a note to remember someone's name, I guess. But otherwise, when you're doing a speech on how sorry you are for someone's loss, I don't feel like you need to have that written down. It doesn't seem sincere if you're reading off of notes. But he's reading off of notes because the man can't remember. He has a hard time forming sentences because he has dementia. It's not his fault. Like I said, the guy was a bastard and an idiot before he got dementia. So he's always been an idiot. Idiot is what idiot does. Stupid is as stupid does. But right now, in present time, the man is reading off of notes because he has no idea what day it is. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know what's happening. Oh my God, my cat is way over in my neighbor's yard. Moony, Maisie, Mazers. Maisie. Oh my God, my cat is visiting the horses next door. That's hilarious. Anyway, the poor guy doesn't know what he's saying, but at any rate, it's sad to me that we are giving the Ukraine, and I know I have some Ukraine listeners, and I have nothing against the people. It's the government. We are giving money to the Ukraine, an absorbent amount of money to the Ukraine. But are we giving any to Ohio, to Palestine? Nope. Barely. Have we been helping out Palestine, Ohio? No. Have we been helping out Maui? No. Are we helping out California? No. I mean, I guess we are, but not really, not much. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but we have to take care of our country first. And then, like I was saying the other day, if a country asks for help, like poor Hong Kong, we left them high and dry. We gave them the middle finger, and that's just shitty because we claim, well, we don't do that anymore. Fuck you, since when? We have always, as Americans, we have always gone to countries that ask for our help. When countries have said, please, we don't like our government. Please, we feel we're being oppressed. Please, we have a communist country. We have a dictatorship, and we, the people, are sick of it. America, please come help. Then we did. We're like, we're on our way. And here we go to save the day. And now all of a sudden we take Hong Kong, who has always been good to us, who have always revered us, who have flown American flags, who has been on our side. And then they beg for our help and we go, nah. What the fuck is that? I told you guys I went to Hong Kong and I've never in my life experienced such welcoming, kind, funny, amazing humans. I would go to Hong Kong again. I want to go to Hong Kong again. The people there, every single person I encountered, every single person, and there were a lot, was nothing but respectful, polite, kind, funny, helpful people. And what do we do to this poor country that has done nothing but be on our side and well, I don't want to say worship us, that sounds terrible, but have our back and like us and support us, and then they ask for our help and we go, and we let China just walk all over them? What the fuck is that about? Like, what kind of move is that? That's a dick move. Same with Ukraine. Ukraine government is shady and corrupt and shitty, but we promised that they would be part of NATO and then we didn't allow it, and now we're leaving them high and dry. We shouldn't help them out. I wouldn't normally be for helping the Ukraine out at all, but the only reason that I am right now, or well, I guess the only reason why I was at the beginning is because we left them high and dry. We made them promises that we did not keep. We promised them that we would help them and we didn't, and now all of a sudden we are pouring tons of money. Sorry, I got sidetracked because there was that was weird. I know there's not a cougar during the day, but I swear that was kind of creepy. It looks like there was a cougar by my pond. But we're just making poor decisions. We should be helping other countries when they ask for it. Like I said the other day, we shouldn't be leaving them high and dry. However, we also don't need to constantly run to other people's attention at the risk of or at the expense of our own country either, though. It's kind of a happy balance. Like, we have starving people here, we have homeless people here, we have an economy issue here, we have a housing issue here, we have an education system that sucks and is broken here. So we have our problems that we definitely need to address, and we need to find that balance of taking care of our own citizens and helping others. In life, obviously, you need that balance. You need to, I've said this so many times, put on your own oxygen mask first, like they say, so that you're in the shape mentally and physically to be able to take care of other people. But it's, again, walking that line. I tend to help people out to my own expense. I tend to do things that I don't want to do at my own expense, and then I get resentful. You never want to be resentful, especially when you're the one making the decision to help others, or you're making the decision to hang out with other people, or you're making the decision to do something and then you end up resenting it when you could have said no. You could have put yourself first. It's that balance. Don't always put yourself first. We need to put others first in a lot of situations. And then there are times we need to do what's best for our own mental and physical health. We need to put others first when we need to put others first. There are times, most of the time, we should be putting ourselves last, just meaning we need to make sure we're getting sleep. We need to make sure that we have a break. We need to make sure that we take a breath and have a moment to ourselves of peace and quiet, or a moment of ourselves to enjoy ourselves, because otherwise, if we're just working all the time and helping others all the time and doing things for others and everyone else and working, then obviously we're going to go a little crazy. So we need to find that balance. And right now, it seems that everybody's putting only themselves, them, me, I. All about us. Sorry, my dog is panting so hard. That is obnoxious, like every episode. But I like coming out here to do my podcast. I like sitting out here by myself with either just me or my dogs and I, and kind of, I like you guys know, I prefer to do my podcast on my own, not in my house. I'm very much a nature person. It grounds me, and I feel very calm when I am out in nature. If I'm trying to do a podcast inside, I pace around too much. I get antsy, and I can't do it. And I have to be sidetracked. I can't just sit and do a podcast, which is probably why I need to have another person with me. Probably why I need to have a co-host, need to have guests so that I can focus and I don't have to sit here and have you guys listen to my dogs panting in the background or cars constantly going by or airplanes and all of that, you know? But again, that's kind of part of my shtick, part of my thing is that it's uncensored. It's not edited, which could be good or bad depending on how you look at it, right? So, some of the things that have been keeping me up have been the way that the Biden administration has handled disasters like the the train that derailed, spilling all those chemicals into Palestine, like the wildfires, like how much he's spending in the Ukraine and not at all paying attention to our citizens here, like pulling troops out of the Middle East, like being a corrupt motherfucker, while his son is also a corrupt piece of crap, while Hillary Clinton and Obama and Oprah and Bill Gates and all these large energy companies, car companies are all corrupt pieces of crap, and how they go out of their way without thinking anything of it. It's amazing how many quote suicides, keep in mind the quotes, suicides, surround the Democratic administration. It's interesting how many people die that have started to smell a rat and caught on to the administration, the Democrat administration or the Republican administration. It's amazing. Anybody that has been a whistleblower or has, just caught on to what these shady people are doing and was like, hey, something fishy is going on. Amazing how they just turned up, missing or dead. Amazing how JFK just turned up dead once he started going, It's interesting to me what power, power is, well, they say with great power comes great responsibility, but it doesn't. No responsibility comes with great power. I disagree with that because the people that are in power have no responsibility whatsoever. They have zero responsibility. They are completely, utterly unaccountable and have no consequences. They call all the shots and they handle, quote, the people that get lippy. Anybody that goes against the grain turns up missing. So I don't think that with great power comes great responsibility. I get what they're saying in Spider-Man. I understand where they're going with it. It's a great concept. Not a great concept, but I understand. But I don't feel that great power comes great responsibility. I feel with great power, comes just that. You have the power. You have the cards, you hold the cards, and you dictate what happens. You are a dictator. You are the one calling the shots, lining your pockets, and you have zero accountability and zero responsibility whatsoever. And you have no qualms about it. That's what's disgusting. You don't care. You don't lose sleep at night. You just sleep on that, Egyptian cotton like a baby. Oh, this world. It's crazy. That Oliver Anthony song is just, I don't know if you've heard him talk, but talk about humble. Talk about a humble man. He admits that he's not perfect. He admits that he's flawed. He's not trying to get famous. And then you look at these celebrities like the Kardashians. God, they're gross. They sit there and act like it's 3 months away from the camera has been forever. They just can't fucking handle their lives if they're not in front of a camera. They have to be on Twitter. They have to be on TikTok. They have to be on Instagram. They have to be everywhere, social media. They have to have their own TV show. And then they're like, I want privacy. My life isn't private. Well, fuck no, it's not private because you're not making it private. Nothing about your life is private. You chose to have reality TV show. You chose to have a reality TV show. You chose to have social media accounts. You tell people where you are all the time. So even when you go on vacations, you tweet about it. And then you're like, oh my God, paparazzi is following me. Yeah, because you told them where you were. You weren't making it a secret. And then they're like, we're back. Did you miss us? Who the fuck still watches Keeping Up with the Are we still keeping up with the Kardashians? Are we? Why? Why? I think that when you start off getting your notoriety by having sex with someone on videotape, that's gross. That makes you a porn star. Kim Kardashian started out as a porn star because she can't say the sex tape was leaked. We already know that it wasn't. Because Ray J already said that it wasn't, and he was the one in the sex tape with her. And I do believe him because she's not going to, she already said, oh, it was leaked. No, it was a power play to be able to get notoriety like Paris Hilton. She wanted to make money. She wanted to be a celebrity. She wanted fame, and she got it. And now she's bitching about it. And then the Kardashians bitch when, like, their version of their life being bad cracks me up because 75% of it, they brought upon themselves. They created drama. They have no sense of anything. They sit there and talk about stuff as if they live in the real world, and they don't. Celebrities nowadays like to talk about how borders are bad as they have their own houses with all kinds of security. They have fences. They have security. They lock their doors. They lock their windows. They have alarm systems. Why aren't they taking people in? It's just gross. And it's amazing to me how you can be an influencer. What the fuck is an influencer? What are you influencing people to do? It used to be that influencing people could be, that's a good thing. You could influence someone to have morals and confidence and get a job or whatever. But you can also influence people to do things that are not healthy. It's crazy to me that you can get paid depending on how many followers you have. And that is now considered a job. Like when someone says, what is your job? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm an influencer. Okay, so that means you have a certain amount of followers on social media. That's your job. Your job is to have people follow you. So are you a cult leader? I'm confused. And I hope that if you have people following you, you're using that for good. I hope you're using your platform to do good. I hope you're using it. I mean, I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter account, and I'm trying to use it for good. I'm trying to use it to help people that are struggling, to help people for positive things, to get out my opinions on the world, to help educate people or to help make someone's day better. I try to do positive things that help people have a better day or know that I care. I don't know. It's just intriguing to me that that is a job. But hey, if you make money doing it and you're paying your bills, then good for you. At least it's a job. At least you're paying your bills. At least you aren't relying on other people to take care of you. So if you're an influencer and you pay your bills, then you do it. That is amazing. I hold no ill will. I think that's awesome. I just find it interesting that that's considered a job title now. That's all I'm saying. So, gosh, my dog pants so loud. So, if you're going to be an influencer, what are you trying to influence? Because nowadays it seems that we are trying to influence people to not think for themselves, to follow the herd, to be sheeple. We are influencing people to be uneducated. We are influencing people to be very, very promiscuous. It's like we are influencing people to dress provocatively, go out and shake their stuff in front of people. We are allowing men and into women's bathrooms and women's sports that could absolutely prey on women. We are allowing them to be able to prey on children. Oh gosh, Puck. Oh my goodness. Oh, my dog just ran into a Pucky. Are you okay? Oh goodness. Okay, sorry. My poor dog went to go after the ball, and I have a lead that hangs around a tree thing, and he almost ran into it. And anyway, we seem to be influencing people to, men are allowed to go into bathrooms that could have children in it. We are somehow okay with MAPS, minor attracted people. We are allowing grown men to have children look at their body parts. We think that's okay to give very, very graphic pictures and graphic information about sex to children. We think it's okay to have books that have graphic sex and graphic pictures to children. We think it's okay for men or women to shake their private parts around children. We think it's okay for men and women to show off their private parts while dancing in front of children. So that's what we're influencing. We're influencing children to be sexual at a very early age. As a child, like I said, as a child, we're influencing children, people under the age of 18, minors, to think it's normal for a man to be in a bathroom staring at you or touching you. We are influencing and we're letting children know, and we're trying to teach children that it's okay to watch strippers and have them twerk in your face. So now, if you are molested, kids are not going to find that weird or tell anybody, because we're teaching them that Uncle Fred is allowed to put his penis in your face. We're saying it's okay for Uncle Fred to show you his penis, or to have you watch him go to the bathroom, or watch you go to the bathroom. I had someone say to me, well, what if I, as a single mom, have to take my two sons that are 5 and 6 into the bathroom? That doesn't make me a pedophile. I'm like, Jesus Christ, no shit. Don't be an idiot. Obviously, that's not what I'm saying. If you are a parent and you have minor children and they happen to be the opposite sex, obviously you need to supervise them and take them into the bathroom. You can't send them in there by yourselves. Don't be dumb. That's not what I'm saying. My goodness. I'm saying that while you are taking your children in the bathroom, there shouldn't be somebody of the opposite sex in that bathroom watching your child or you go to the restroom. And they shouldn't be having their body parts dangling out. Women also shouldn't be in the men's bathroom. I'm not saying this just about men. I'm saying this about women as well. Women have no business being in the men's bathroom. So obviously, if you have children, if you're a father or a mother and you need to take your child that happens to be the opposite sex than you, obviously they can't go in there unattended. I'm not talking about that. But what are we influencing? What are we influencing people to believe? And why is everyone falling for it? Why is it because if Kim Kardashian says something, then all of a sudden we have to feel that way or think that way? Or do we not have a brain anymore? Great if you want to be influenced by somebody. If you want to look up to somebody, if someone is your role model, then that's amazing. If your role model is one of the Kardashians, that's awesome. If your role model is Cardi B, that's awesome. If your role model is Madonna, great. I can't stand any of those people personally, But if they are someone that you look up to, okay. All I'm asking is, what is it about them that you admire? Are they strong? Are they loyal? Are they smart? Are they funny? Are they hardworking? Are they beautiful? What are the things that you admire about these people? These influencers, what do they influence you? What do they inspire you to do? What do they motivate you to do? To be a better person, to be a better version of yourself, to volunteer, to give up your time and energy to others? Are they influencing you to feel insecure about yourself or good about yourself? To help others or be a victim? Do they inspire you, influence you to feel like you're oppressed or to feel like you can take on the world no matter what your gender or religion or race is? Do they influence you to be a victim or to be a go-getter? I hope these influencers out there are, with that comes a great responsibility, really. Because unfortunately, people do look up to you and are watching you. And I hate it when celebrities are like, well, I didn't choose this. Yes, you did. I mean, some people didn't. I get that Oliver Anthony didn't really choose it. I get that there are people that just kind of became celebrities. But Hollywood did choose it. They did choose to be in front of a camera. And whether you chose it or not, unfortunately, whether it is fair or not, whether it's fair or not, your life is going to be scrutinized, judged. There's going to be paparazzi following you, and that's part of it, and it sucks, and it doesn't make it right. But you did know that going into it. You did know that is what usually happens, so you can choose to handle it different ways. I mean, if you look at Julia Roberts and certain celebrities, they aren't in the limelight very often because they do things that they know will keep them out of the limelight. They do things that help them stay out of paparazzi's view. Maybe they don't live in Hollywood. Maybe they don't live in California. Maybe they don't have a Twitter account or social media. Maybe, they don't do things that draw attention to themselves. They know that being a celebrity, they're going to get a ton of attention, but they also seem to know how to monitor that where they get a lot less attention than other celebrities, and they can manage to stay out of the limelight, at least more so than others. Where's your ball at, Pucky? Where'd your ball go? Find your ball. Ugh, this ball thing is a real problem. I found it. Goodness, I found it. Why can't you? So, if you're a celebrity, there are some people that became a celebrity overnight that were not seeking it out. They aren't actors or actresses. But Kim Kardashian cracks me up because she acts like she didn't choose this life. And they always say things like, oh, I can't go on vacation. I can't do anything without my family and I having the paparazzi follow me. Oh, fuck you. You love it. You love every goddamn minute of it. You seek it out. You tell people where you are. And just like when you wear things that are revealing, you do it because you love your body. And that's great. Love that body. That's amazing. You should. But an influencer, who are you influencing? I did a whole long podcast on this. I did a long podcast. I think I've done a couple. But those are some things keeping me up on how people act like it's a burden when you're a Hollywood movie star. And it's like, really, because you seem to get away with everything. There's so many stars that don't get DUIs or don't get MIPs, minor possessions or driving under influence, that are caught with drugs, that don't go to jail or get a fine. There are plenty of celebrities that get free shit. I've never understood that. Why is it that celebrities get free shit when they're the ones that can afford it? I know it's because like the restaurant that they're in is like, oh, if I get Jennifer Aniston in here, then that means my restaurant will get attention and I will get business. So I get they're kind of thinking, all right, I'll get business out of it. But if that person comes all the time, I just don't understand the swag bags and all of these free things. It's like, but they can afford it. Why are they getting free shit? Just like if you donate to charity and some celebrity decides that they're going to donate their clothes, some article of clothing, their shoes. If Michael Jordan says, I'm going to donate these Michael Jordans to charity, someone else can purchase them, and then that money will benefit St. Jude's. I've said this forever. I feel like it's the person that paid for the Jordans that should get the credit, not Michael Jordan. He just gave away a pair of shoes. That's like me going to the thrift store. I always go to the thrift store and donate clothes. It doesn't mean it's something I didn't want anymore, something that didn't fit me anymore, something I felt I no longer needed or could use. So I chose to, instead of throwing it away, instead of wasting it, I chose to go take it to the thrift store. I feel like that's all these celebrities do when they go through their closet and they're like, I don't want these things anymore. I'm going to go donate them. And then someone else, like to an auction or something, someone else pays however much for Michael Jordan's tennis shoes or Ellen DeGeneres's clothing. And those people are the ones that are donating to St. Jude, not the celebrity. The celebrity is simply cleaning out their closet. Now, other people disagree with me because they're like, well, unfortunately, because they're Michael Jordan shoes, if I go donate my shoes and Michael Jordan donates his shoes, I'm obviously not going to get a damn dime for my shoes because I'm not a celebrity. Pucky. However, Michael Jordan is a celebrity, so the fact that he can get money and raise money, then he is doing a good job. And I guess that's true, but it's weird to me because I feel like you're not really putting in the work or the money. But that's just me. What are your thoughts? Oh man, I think Pucky might have hurt his neck. Anyway, I just have a problem with these celebrities that get away with everything and get special treatment because what their name is. Fuck you. You're getting away with everything. And meanwhile, us hard workers here, those of us that are putting in a lot of hard physical work, paying all these taxes, having to actually suffer consequences and have accountability when a cop pulls us over or when we do something stupid, those of us that actually have to wait in line, we're the ones that deserve free shit sometimes and deserve a break once in a while. We deserve a break. Why is it that because your name is Cardi B suddenly means you're above the law? Especially Cardi B. Gross. Why would anybody want to look up to someone like that? Again, hey, you do you. Sorry, I'm winded. I'm out of breath. I just was walking up and down my hill. Now I am tired. Not to mention the fact I had not one, but two coffee drinks, energy coffee drinks, not water. I did not have water. And then I walked up and down my hill like an idiot. Whew. Anyway, and I have to get ready for work soon. So I'll wrap this up by saying, you be influenced by whomever. Obviously, you don't need my permission to have someone that whoever you look up to is your choice. Don't need my opinion about it. You don't need my permission. You admire whoever you want, whoever motivates you. I just am hoping that they're motivating you to be a better person. I'm hoping they're motivating you to be a better version of yourself, or I shouldn't say better version. That sounds shitty because maybe you're already a pretty darn great person, but I just mean I hope they're motivating you to succeed and be happy and be positive and have confidence, not arrogance, not be a victim, not feel oppressed, not be lazy, not use your body to get things. I hope that people influence you to do the right things. So, on that note, I am wishing everybody a fantastic, marvelous rest of your day or evening, whatever the case may be. And until next time, thanks for listening to The Ramblings of an Insomniac.